It is a future in which our children have access to culturally based education and our native languages, regardless of where they attend school. This future is one in which all Native students have the option to take advanced placement courses and graduate from high school equipped to succeed in higher education. We envision a future in which our American Indian, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian students are able to utilize their education to ensure that our languages and cultures not only survive, but thrive. The education will afford them the opportunity to realize their dreams of giving back to their tribal communities and helping our tribal nations prosper. It is a future in which every school truly partners with our tribal communities, and all educators embrace the power of culture in improving student success. And it is a future in which our tribes control the direction of education and choose what and how our children learn. This future of education is one befitting of our children and our ancestors. We have a long way to go before this becomes a reality, but we have no choice but to make it happen. There is too much at stake for us to fail. We know all too well the challenges that facing our students in our communities, but through the collective knowledge of our membership, we also know the solutions. NIEA is working to make these solutions a reality. We must make a high-quality education system for our Native children, all of our Native children, an everyday reality. When this happens, our youth will be able to succeed in a world in which knowledge is the currency for economic survival. And when Native children are taught by highly effective, culturally competent teachers, especially Native teachers, they are more likely to be successful academically, stay on the path from graduating from high school and college, and are prepared to keep our cultures and language alive for generations to come. Over the past year, new opportunities have emerged for us to provide our children education that they and our communities need. This year's convention has touched on a number of those things, from digital and blended learning, to new approaches to directing and choosing education, to the Executive Order and the White House Initiative on American Indian and Alaska Native Education. And through these opportunities, we must press forward and remain ever vigilant in our efforts to secure a future in which our children have access to quality education and are able to learn in environments that honor and value our cultures and languages. We do this through our advocacy on Capitol Hill and at the White House. We do this by exercising our right to vote. We foster these environments through research and data, and we create these environments by helping our tribal governments and communities build capacity for providing our Native students with schools, teachers, and curricula they need and deserve. Let's take the energy from this year's convention and use it to further our mission of advancing excellent education for all Native students. Together we can utilize what we have learned this week to build schools fit for our children, our communities, and our cultures. I want to thank each of you for being members of the leading association for building brighter futures for our Native students. Thank you for your dedication to our students, our communities, our tribes, and to Native education. More importantly, thank you for your advocacy and the spirit that you bring to NIEA. Aho.